IELTS Speaking Cue Card Topics Questions and Answers. Describe the successful businessman. This article contains sample answers for the cue card topic. Describe a successful businessman you know. In the IELTS Speaking Part 2 of the IELTS Speaking, you will be given a cue card that provides prompts to help you formulate a response and speak on the given topic. You will have exactly 1 minute to prepare and speak on a specific topic. This cue card lets you talk about a new public building in your area. The sample answers below will help you learn how to communicate clearly and effectively for the IELTS speaking exam. Describe a successful businessman you know. Cue card sample answers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who is a successful businessman?
Well, the world is filled with an array of successful business people. Often, I like spending my time reading their biographies and watching their biopics. So, if I have to talk about one successful businessman, it would be Elon Musk.
Describe the successful businessman.
He is a business magnate and an entrepreneur. His struggling journey to become the founder, chief engineer, and CEO at SpaceX is incredibly inspiring. Elon Musk is also the investor, product architect, and CEO of Tesla Incorporated. Apart from this, he is also associated with the Boring Company, Neuralink, and OpenAI. According to the Forbes and Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Elon Musk is currently the wealthiest person in the world. Musk commenced working on unrealistic ideas, proving that he is a rare progeny. This businessman has encountered uncountable failures throughout his life, but never gave up. His zeal to do something extraordinary brought him to such a place where he is an outstanding innovator and the wealthiest man on the earth today.
How do I know him?
Last year, I came across an article on the internet that talked about the technologies that changed the world. Extremely curious to find out about the inventors and revolutionists of the 21st century, I began my search. And that is when I came across Elon Musk. Although I had heard his name before, it was the first time I read his story that mesmerized me to the core.
Answer 2. Who is a successful businessman?
With the advancement of technology and the advent of social media, many people are becoming entrepreneurs, which is a good sign for the country's economic growth. But in India, few names resonate with successful businesses. One such name is the Ambanis, especially Mr. Mukesh Ambani.
Describe the successful businessman.
Born to Dhirubhai Ambani, the founder of Reliance Industries, and Kokilaben Ambani, Mukesh Ambani is the richest man in India with a net worth of around $87.7 billion in 2022, even though he is a college dropout. He has a younger brother named Anil Ambani and is married to Nita Ambani with 3 children. He is the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries, with a revenue of $74 billion. The company has interests in petrochemicals, oil and gas, telecom, and retail. He is counted among the 10th billionaires of the world and is an inspiration to the youth.
How do I know him?
In India, Mukesh Ambani is a household name as he is one of the top competitors in the business market. His business is spread over various fields. Moreover, in 2016, Reliance entered the hyper-competitive Indian telecom market with a renewed vigor with the launch of the 4G phone service Jio. During the COVID-19 lockdown, he raised more than $20 billion by selling 1/3 of Jio to a string of investors like Facebook and Google. Therefore, as motivation for most young magnates, Mukesh Ambani is India's notable name.
Answer 3. Who is a successful businessman?
One of the inspiring and powerful businessmen of our country is Bill Gates. He is the co-founder of Microsoft Corporation and one of the most successful businessmen till 2021. He inspires me by the way he grew up in his childhood and made his career successful.
Describe the successful businessman.
Bill Gates was born in a very low-income but supportive and encouraging family who made his career successful at an early age. Bill Gates was more involved in Microsoft's works, including the role of the advisor of technology and members of the Microsoft company. He used to help people to love the world of technology. Bill Gates has a passion for making an energetic and powerful world via philanthropy. He is also focused on how to save the world from natural disasters. He has also written a book, How to Avoid a Climatic Disaster. Bill Gates has donated $1.759 approximate billion to save the world from COVID-19. He is known to be one of the best investors in the world. He got the idea to start a business at a very young age. There were problems he had to face, but still, he had never stopped moving forward.
How do I know him?
I started to invest money in the stock market at a very young age. He was my inspiration in investing money. I get motivated by his service-oriented actions in Africa and Asia. I'm not very much interested in business people, but I like Bill Gates for his service to the world.
Continue IELTS
Thanks for
Speaking Cue
watching.
Card Topics Part 2. IELTS Speaking Cue Card Topics Questions and Answers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why you started using computer or mobile games technology?
I never was a big fan of computer or mobile games, not even during my teenage period when most of my friends were die-hard fans of computer games. But when this good friend of mine sent an online request to join this game when I had already completed my university graduation, I just got curious and thought to explore it a little. This is how it all started, which lasted for more than 6 months.
Why you decided to stop using it?
Why did I decide to stop using it? Oh, that's a curious and tragic tale. All I can say is that I got glued to this online game within a couple of weeks after I joined it, and I was spending a lot of time on that game each day. It had thousands of levels, and one could play it year after year. So when I noticed that I check my phone every 30 minutes or so and hardly do anything else on my mobile rather than play this game, I became worried. Besides, when my sleepless night, due to playing this game, started hampering my work, I decided that I should stop. And that's when I stopped playing this game completely. But 6 months have already gone.
And explain how you feel about the decision you made.
Once I quit the game, I felt relieved. I am not against playing any game, but when it becomes an addiction and kills valuable time, that's when it is a problem. If I think about the event now, I feel that it was a step to check my online activity and take control of my daily routine.
What kinds of computer games do people play in your country?
Well, the computer gaming or video gaming landscape is changing so rapidly in my country that it is really difficult to keep up with the trend. But I think that the particular types of games, which involve shooting and battle, are popular, especially among young people. By the way, it is worth mentioning here that mostly young people play computer or video games in my country. Besides, as far as I know, sports, strategy, and simulation games are also played by many young people of my country.
Why do people enjoy playing computer games?
Computer games, or for that matter any kind of games, are enjoyed by many because they bring a certain level of happiness and relaxation by eliminating their daily stress of life. Besides, they are really fun because they transport us to new realities, creativities, and power to overcome challenges, while also satisfying our needs for achievement and recognition at the same time. Finally, many computer games incorporate some fine educational materials, storytelling, and music, which all have some form of educational and entertainment value.
Do you think that all computer games should have a minimum age for players?
Well, I don't think that computer games should have any minimum age bar for players unless, of course, these players are underage, depending on what age actually is considered to be underage. After all, not all computer games are violent, nor do they all contain some kind of offensive content that can be harmful to any age group. Besides, putting an age restriction on computer game players can also prevent otherwise fine and talented young men from learning something valuable, because some games can indeed be very educational and interesting.
In what ways can technology in the classroom be helpful?
Technology can be helpful in the classroom in many ways. First, it can make the life of students and teachers easier by cutting their needs to carry most of those books, notebooks, and study materials, since they can easily access them through a computer. Besides, it can also help improve the classroom presentation and lessons with the help of media and visuals. Finally, learning can also be made fun in the classroom through the use of many educational apps that are not only easy to use but also practical, learning something practically, that is, in many respects.
Do you agree that students are often better at using technology than their teachers?
No, I don't necessarily agree with such a statement unless the term using technology here means handling technology. It can be true that students these days play with technology more frequently than their teachers. And because of this, they might even be able to handle the technology better than their teachers, but that doesn't make them better than the teachers. After all, when a teacher is using a certain technology, he knows exactly how to best benefit from it, or how the technology really works, which just might not be the case with most students.
Do you believe that computers will ever replace human teachers?
Well, I don't really see computers ever replacing humans, ever in the future, because being teachers is exclusively a human thing. Of course, computers can be a wonderful assistant to teaching, but they will never be able to replace human teachers, because computers will never be able to figure out what to teach when, and how much to teach, on their own. In fact, Computers can be taught anything only when a human, in this case, a teacher, intervenes. In other words, how possibly something can be a teacher if it itself can't function without being taught?
Thanks for watching.